So you guys want to make your first earnings or just start placing higher in tournaments this season? Then this video is perfect for you. We're going to be talking about new strategies, where to land, and how to play endgames with the new meta. So first of all, let's start off with where to land this season. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And I want to select one person to coach for free for this season to get their first earnings or to start placing better in tournaments. So if you're really serious about competitive Fortnite, comment down below and I'll reach out to you. So really good spots are right here in the desert area. So down here, this spot is really good. This one is okay. This one's also really good. And then you can land like right here. There's some chests, here's some chests. So overall, this bay area is really good for tournaments. You have these cacti. That helps you especially in like duo tournaments or even solo tournaments. If you need surge, you can just surge tag someone and let them tag you as well. And then get these plants to heal up again. Or if you fight it off spawn, you don't have any heal left, you can easily just use these plants to get full HP again. There's also a lot of metal in this area, which will make it way easier to counter the fists and play a good endgame. Spot like this is really good, right here on the edge of map. You can get full shield with all of these cacti, and you can get easy metal right here. Each of these like metal piles gives you around 50 metal, so you can get up really fast. This is definitely a spot I recommend landing, but you have to make sure you have a drop map. It's pretty con, so you always want to have the best drop. Best drop would be on here. There is a loot spawn up there, and then you can dip to these chests around here if you don't make the drop up there. So definitely get a drop map. If you need one, comment down below. Maybe I can get you one. Just drop me a DM. So mats are very important this season. You want to be dropping at a spot where you can definitely get full metal. Brick and wood you can always get through mid game, so that's not that important, but definitely drop somewhere with a lot of metal this season. Because of the fists and everything, we definitely need a lot of mats so we can keep building an end game. Loadout wise, you definitely want to carry the fists. Now in solo cups, if you want to get your first earnings, make sure you carry a lot of white heal. You just want to win that heal off at the end. Get your medkits, get your floppers, whatever you can get. So maybe try landing at the spots with fishes. And then carry a long range weapon if you're playing a stacked tournament. If you need surge tags, carry a long range weapon so you don't need to get into a close range fight. And then carry the gatekeeper, and that's what you want to be carrying this season. And for finals, I even recommend possibly only playing a gatekeeper. So if you have a lot of medkits, like 2 or 3 stacks of medkits, and then a gatekeeper, and then you have just the fists, then that is really good loadout as well. So you don't need a long range weapon, especially if you got a kill off spawn. So if you're landing con, that's really good. You can get a kill off spawn, and then you don't need to worry about getting any more damage. And you can just play gatekeeper, play all your heals, and just go for that win. Or you can just get a gatekeeper later on once you've done some damage with your AR. And really make sure you don't get any storm damage in the finals, so you can survive as long as possible in the heal off at the end and you don't get storm sickness. So be careful of that, be aware of that, make sure you don't do that. Now when you're deciding where to rotate mid game, always look for a dead side. Look for the side with not a lot of people on it. So that would be Classic Courts and this whole hillside down to Grand Glacier over here. So I'm going to be rotating around the right side here, trying to get into Grand Glacier to try to get on that dead side. That'll just help me avoid the fists, not getting into any dumb fights. Because especially this season, if you haven't seen this yet, you get 65 points for the win and only 1 point per kill. So same kills points as last season, but more than double for the win, placement wise, as last season. So heavily placement based, so you really have to make sure you conserve everything throughout mid game. If you do need storm surge tags, then make sure you get those. Then you can play that passive, but if you killed someone off spawn, 1-2 people off spawn, then really just chill mid game, conserve everything you have. Only fight if you need fists or some better loot. So really just play dead side, look for it, get over there and just chill the whole mid game and hold a good position. Always be aware of where zone is going to pull. So right here, last zone, you can still see right here, was back here, and it already started pulling towards these mountains. So I'm gonna guess that it's gonna keep pulling here, and that's why I'm gonna try to get deep into here, around here, try to get a high position there, and then I'll see you there. Then when you're looking for a spot to box up, make sure there's some stuff you can reform close. And this season I recommend not doing a double box to the side, but doing a double box upwards, because especially if with the fists, you want to have some layers you can move around in, because now if he fists in the bottom because he thinks you're there, you're going to be on top. And if he fists in the top, you're going to try to sit in the cone. So always make sure you're sitting in the cone or you have a lot of space to move around, so no one can just fist into your box and get an easy kill. You don't want that to happen. Do this to avoid it. Then just get your mats back and you're chilling and you can wait here. If possible, look for a bush, look for a house, and this way you're not even vulnerable. No one can just box into your box. So use natural cover this season. Don't make your own box. That just makes everyone aware of where you are, and easy kill if someone has fists and just want to jump in your box. So my plan worked. Zone did pull further back here. I'm fully center zone now. So make sure you think of where zone is going to pull and make a good rotate that way and get a good position so you can chill next zone. No risk of you dying. Now the goal is to be very aware. Please don't sit on your phone if you're in your box. Someone's going to go into your box, just jump in with nitro or the fists. So really be aware of your surroundings. Try to hear everything. Always keep looking around so no one can just jump in your box. So you see this guy just ran into this guy's box with the fist. Because he doesn't have a layer up, he just has 2 boxes. If he's not looking, he can just jump in. If you have 2 layers or if you're in a cone, this can't happen to you that easily. So 2 layers up or sit in your cone. And now, for rotating in endgame, you want to be as fast as possible. So that means go early, don't take your time. If you can, go as early as possible and get into the dead side of zone. Especially if with 50-50 zone. I'm just going to try to get up on this side where no one's going to be up here. So I'm just going to go around backside where there is still zone right now, but it's going to pull over there and we're just going to chill back there, possibly get onto this high ground position. So now I can just get up here. Safely, hopefully. Use your fists wisely. Try to beam someone first and then just jump in their box. Nothing they can do here. And always look ahead. So now I have to go pretty far into the side where everyone is. I'm just going to use my fists, but always prepare your rotate and look where people are so you can see where you're going to go. So here I'm just going to wait for other people to run because I have fists anyways. I don't have to go early. Of course I want to go early, but I'm just going to wait for other people to rotate so I can rotate with them safely and no one's just going to focus me. With this guy rotating, I'm going to go too. I'm just going to stay really far up here. Try to land on this metal over there. And get on top of this guy. Now try to sit in your cone so no one fists into your box. Use metal. If it's fully built, they can't fist through. Or nitro through. So make sure you use metal as long as you have it. That's why metal is so important. And I'm going to rotate early because everyone's going. And now sit in your cone while people are rotating because there's a lot of people that are just going to fist in your box. You don't want that. And don't open up if you don't have to. If you can get a kill that way, okay, do it. But if not, don't open up because then your wall is weak. People can just nitro in or use their fists to get in. So this next rotate, I really want to focus on getting up layers. Because I'm on a pretty low layer. I want to focus on getting higher up so people can't fist into my box that easily. Especially low ground is going to be hard to play this season. You don't have to play ultimate high ground because everyone's just going to be fisting in the air. But you want to play a higher layer and not full low ground. And then with your fists, always just try to stay in the air as long as possible. Once you're in the air, just look for kills. And yeah, that's really what you want to get. You want to get those top 2 placements, top 3 placements. Those are going to give you 60 points around. So really focus on that. Try to play a high layer. Really use your fists. You have to get fists. If you don't get them, try to fight mid game. And yeah, like I said, I'm trying to look for someone to coach to their first earnings or just placing higher. So comment down below if you're interested in that. And comment down below if you have any more questions.